Welcome to the podcast for Brain and Cortland in the morning on 98.1 K-Hawk.
Cedar Rapids, number one for New Country, 98.1 K-Hawk. Miles on it from Kane Brown and Marshmallow. Good morning. It's Brain and Cortland on a Thursday.
Hello.
Hey there.
Thank you for saving my life this morning. I really appreciate it.
Someone save my life tonight. I don't know why that's the first thing that popped into my head.
I went to bed last night, and as I was laying in bed, I went, oh, no. I forgot to go to the store and get more energy drinks. And so the other day when we talked on the air about how I didn't have any energy drinks, you so thoughtfully said, why didn't you text me? And so I remembered that last night, and I texted you and said, can you please grab me a Celsius your way into work?
It's so weird. I could detect the pathetic whining tone in your voice through your text message.
I think that you just knew that I was going to be better if I had caffeine.
Yes.
Can you remember like a time 2 years ago for like 8 straight years where I had no caffeine every morning? What was I doing?
How'd you do it?
I don't know. All I drank every single morning was water. And that's still what I drink, but I always have 1 Celsius to get me going.
So I did not see your text till I woke up this morning.
You went to bed early last night.
I was in bed early last night.
Look at you.
Trying to
being
be
a responsible
better
adult.
Human. I'm not. But it's fine. But yeah, I wake up this morning, and I'm going through my routine. I glance down at my phone. I'm like, oh, I have a missed text message. And sometimes the girls will send me reminders of things coming up. And they know I'm not going to see it until the next day.
They just text you from the other room.
And they're like, I'm like, oh, God, what's this going to be? And I'm like, oh, it's from Cortland. I'm like, oh, well, okay, caffeine run.
Considering I did share my chocolate peanut butter covered peanuts with you yesterday.
And you have brought me Casey's breakfast pizza before.
On several occasions.
Unannounced. I was more than happy to bring you a Celsius. Of course, I don't know what kind you normally like.
Would you
drink.
like me to Venmo you $2.50?
You do not have to Venmo me $2.50 for crying out loud.
Good, because I don't even know if I have that much in my bank account right now.
Listen, payday's coming up.
We're really struggling. And when I say we, I mean me.
So, the good news is, though, today's show is properly caffeinated. We're good to go.
Well, just another day where I won't get fired for falling asleep.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Nice job.
We'll see. When does the crash come? Usually in the 9 o'clock hour.
It's not even 5:30 yet. Let's pace ourselves. It's Brain and Cortland at K-Hawk. Cedar Rapids, number one for New Country, 98.1 K-Hawk. Love you, miss you, mean it. It's Luke Bryan. It's Brain and Cortland on a Thursday morning. Last night was one of those nights in the Brain household where the schedules of all of our family members just didn't sync up. Basically, it was a night where we weren't going to be able to all have dinner together. So I let Chase know, hey, if you want to go ahead and do your own thing, you can. Holly and Carly were helping and going to see a relative who was just home from the hospital. I was picking Kaylee up from practice, so we were coming home. So we were all kind of doing our own thing. And so last night, I had a craving for something very specific. I have no idea why, but I wanted steamed broccoli, and I needed it.
What?
I can't explain it.
That is the weirdest craving I think I've ever heard. How?
I've dumbfounded you.
I'm so confused because I'm not trying to hate on you or anything, but I don't see you eat a lot of vegetables.
Okay, now.
To be fair, I also don't eat a lot of vegetables.
I will say this, not as many as I should.
But for some reason, your body was like, please, we need iron.
Yo, something green, body.
Please, make it look like a tree.
Yeah. And so I'm like, okay, self, let's go get some broccoli. So I did. I went and got some broccoli. I came home and I chopped it up myself. I steamed it.
You didn't just buy the bag that you can steam in the microwave?
I normally do that.
That's
but Cortland,
the easiest option.
I have a little bit of a higher. I don't like some of the florets you get. They're too stemmy. God. Sorry. I know. I'm a broccoli snob. And
this is the stupidest conversation we've ever had.
And that's saying something, people. So I make my own steamed broccoli, and Holly had texted me, and she's like, hey, are you making anything? And I go, I'm making broccoli. And she goes, you're making broccoli?
And she was like, well, I guess I'll go out to eat that.
And she goes, hey, save me some. That sounds good.
What?
We're both crazy,
okay,
apparently.
Can I just ask, what do you put on the broccoli?
So we've had this conversation before. You like cheese on your broccoli.
Well, yeah. I like cheese on anything.
Okay, sorry. That's a pretty
Do you
fair
dip
statement.
it in anything? Do you have any salt? So
No,
you're just eating
sauce.
plain?
No, salt and pepper. I season it, but yeah, I don't dip it in anything. You steam it so it's tender. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. You're looking at me like I'm a monster.
I just don't understand how this happened.
I don't understand it either.
Who just likes to eat plain broccoli with nothing on it? No cheese, nothing. I'm just like, I'm awestruck by you.
Okay, and not in a good way, I'm guessing. So I sit down last night. I start eating my broccoli, and it's good. And I made a lot of it because I thought, well, Holly's going to come home later, and she's going to have some.
You were hoping that you would be more healthy for days to come?
Yeah. So I eat a lot of steamed broccoli for dinner.
What's
and so,
a lot?
A lot. Okay. More
like
than
that's your whole meal is the broccoli.
Almost.
Okay.
Almost. I had a little chicken on the side, but it was mostly broccoli. And I'm like, man, how healthy am I right now?
I'm amazing.
I am going to reap the benefits of this healthy meal for weeks on end. And it turns out that my body has a broccoli intake limit. And I exceeded it in spades because I woke up at 1 this morning and let's just say things were not well. And I went, sweet Jesus, even the broccoli is turning on me.
You can't even eat healthy food.
I can't.
Your body was like, what have you done?
Yeah, there's no grease in this.
I know we wanted greenery, but not this much.
Jesus, what'd you eat, a whole tree? I know, my body's like
this. That scene from The Office, you know, when they're trying to feed Kevin broccoli and he's like, I don't know how to eat it.
Yeah. I do know how to eat broccoli and I enjoy it. I just, once again, I craved something and I overdid it, but I didn't think you could overdo it on broccoli.
Oh, you can overdo any food. I overdid it on the zucchini bread the past few days. My body has been very angry at me, and the only thing I could think is that it had to be zucchini bread because my mom made a ton of it.
She did, and it was great. You brought a loaf for me. I did. It was
she
wonderful.
brought me not only like a whole thing of zucchini muffins, which I did share with friends at the gym, but she also brought me like 6 mini loaves. And so I had zucchini bread Friday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
Yeah!
And that's kind of healthy. There's zucchini.
See, this is what happens. You try and eat and be good, and then it happens. Why do I try today? I'm not going to try today.
Today, you're not getting broccoli.
No,
today you're getting a Big Mac.
Today, I'm straight trash. And I won't feel any different than I did this morning. That's the sad part. It's Brandon Cortland, K-Hawk. Cedar Rapids, #1 for New Country, 98.1 K-Hawk. Love it on you. That's Luke Combs. Good morning. It's Brandon Cortland. And we are giving away more tickets to go see Haley Witters, her return to Eastern Iowa, the Dancemore Ballroom in Swisher on a November Friday night.
Oh my gosh, now that you've said her name, I'm remembering that I had a dream about Haley Witters last night. We were hanging out at a cheese shop.
Oh, you know what? I think Haley would be down with that. Yeah.
I mean, I think so too, but I'm just very confused.
Okay. Maybe let's not mention that when we see her in Dancemore.
100% I'm going to tell her that I have dreams about me and her shopping for cheese.
I figured you would. And me just standing in the corner like going, I don't know if you should buy that cheese wheel.
Oh, boy.
I think that's a poor choice. Can I interest you in some broccoli?
No.
Okay. Haley Witters, Dancemore, November 22nd. Tickets go on sale to the general public on Friday morning at 10 a.m. But we're giving them away before you can buy them again this morning.
We're playing a game called Drinkin' Buddies. Haley's opened for a lot of different artists over the past few years. Yeah. And some of those artists are very large artists. So
big names.
We give you hints to one using song titles. And then you just have to figure out who it is. It's very easy. We've done Jason Aldean and we've done Shania Twain.
That's right. We'll have a new artist. Clues coming up this morning at 7:10 for Haley Witters tickets from 98.1 K-Hawk. Country 98.1 K-Hawk. Carrie Underwood, an all-American girl. Good morning. It's Brandon Cortland. I am a huge sports fan. I'm a huge Green Bay Packer fan. You all know that if you listen to the show. And the reason I became a big NFL fan, I've always liked football, but the reason I became a fanatic, if you will, is because of one player, and that player was Brett Favre.
I'm going to be honest with you. I know the name Brett Favre, but I know next to nothing about him as a person.
So Brett was traded from the Atlanta Falcons to the Green Bay Packers, eventually became the starting quarterback, I believe, due to injury in 1992. And then he just never gave up the starting job. He holds the record for most consecutive games played in NFL history, which is saying something since he was a quarterback and took lots of hits. He won a Super Bowl in Green Bay, helped the Packers back to prominence along with players like Reggie White, and he's a Hall of Famer. He's an all-time great. At one point in time, he held the record for most touchdown passes in NFL history, as well as the record for most interceptions in NFL history, which is really saying something. He was what they call a gunslinger. He was never afraid to make any throw, and sometimes they worked out, and sometimes they didn't.
But you were telling me he had kind of a not so great end.
He did. He was eventually traded away from Green Bay, so he waffled with retirement. At first he retired, then he's like, I want to come back. And fans and the organization got tired of it, and so he was traded to the New York Jets. While he was with the Jets, he was caught sending inappropriate pictures to a female Jets employee.
Lovely.
And then he went and did something even worse. He played with the Minnesota Vikings. That's right, folks. He wore purple. I know. I can't believe it either. But took the Vikings all the way to the NFC Championship game. He ended up retiring. And his most recent controversy is involving welfare money for the state of Mississippi. He has been implicated in a scheme that took welfare money from the state and then was used to build a volleyball court at the college where Favre's daughter happened to go to school. Yes. He has been implicated in that. And while he was testifying on Capitol Hill on Monday on welfare reform, he revealed that he had been diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. So say what you will about Favre, his character, his off-field antics. I get it. You know, if you're not a fan of that stuff, and I'm disappointed in some of his actions as well. But the focus this week has been on the fact that he's been diagnosed with Parkinson's. He says he was diagnosed in January of this year after suffering symptoms for a couple of years. And he gave a really, there's an interesting interview that he gave to TMZ Sports. We have the video up on the K-Hawk app if you want to take a look. And he talked about some of the symptoms he was experiencing with his arm and his hands. And he wasn't strong enough to even use a screwdriver with his right hand, which is his dominant hand. He had to take his left hand. And he said the big thing then was when he would go to put on a jacket or a suit coat, he couldn't make his right arm find the armhole. He couldn't guide it in anymore. And he's like, okay.
Imagine going from being like this iconic football player to not being able to do basic things with your body. I mean, that's got to be crushing.
Yes. I think it is for a lot of athletes who come down from, you're right, the peak of your powers to all of a sudden you can't use a screwdriver or other simple tasks.
It's scary.
And so Favre talked about the fact that the doctor told him that there are basically two ways that you get a disease like Parkinson's. It's in your genes, meaning it's somewhere in your family history. He said there's no trace of Parkinson's on either side of his family. And they said the other reason that you can get a disease like Parkinson's is because of trauma to your brain.
Well, there's quite a bit of that in the game of football.
And so Favre talked about concussions and the fact that he more than likely has had thousands over the course of his 20-year NFL playing career.
Thousands.
He described it like this. He said big concussions are easy to spot. He said he talked to the leading doctor on concussions who's done all the studies on things like CTE. And he said the big ones are easy to spot. When you see a player that gets hit and is knocked unconscious, obviously that player is suffering from a major concussion. But this doctor also told Favre, he said every time you got hit and got your quote-unquote bell rung, every time you heard strange noises or you saw stars that cleared up right away, that was a concussion. And he said, how many times did you experience that during your playing career? And Favre went, like every other play.
I mean, an endless.
I mean, come on.
How do you even count that?
So it just underscores, I think, the dangers of football. And I think, you know, you can trace it back to almost every level. For us, you know, my son Chase played high school football for 2 years. He played in the Metro Youth Football League, which was tackle football with pads and helmets. I think you have to be, fourth grade to start playing in that league. And, you know, you didn't see too many plays at that age that were quote unquote dangerous. I don't think I ever saw anybody, you know, get their bell rung. But then you get to junior high and then you get to high school and the kids get bigger and faster and stronger. And it becomes dangerous. Chase had a knee injury his freshman year that caused him to miss most of the year. And then his sophomore year, he tore the labrum in his shoulder and had to have surgery. And we said, hey, you want to keep playing football? And he goes, no, I don't.
I mean,
And I was happy.
It makes sense.
I was happy.
I have an aunt and uncle who will not let my cousin play football. And he's built like a football player.
Sure.
But, he's a preteen or an early teenager. And they said, never. We will never allow him to play football because of this very reason.
A 2020 study found that suffering a single concussion can increase your risk of developing Parkinson's disease by 57% and dementia by 72%.
That's insane.
Those are scary numbers. And
you can get a concussion from playing any sport.
There are lots of, yes.
But certain sports, I think there's definitely more of a chance, like football, or if you're doing MMA, that's another big one.
Anything where there is a direct blow to your head.
Yes, yeah.
You're at risk of concussion. So anyway, I just, Brett Favre is on my short list of favorite athletes of all time. And just to see how his life has kind of gone after his playing career. And he certainly isn't the first athlete to go down a tough road once you take the uniform off. I understand that, but it's just kind of sad. And it's a reminder that even though these people are quote unquote superhumans on the field, they're unfortunately fragile just like the rest of us. So you can read more about Brett's announcement, and you can see the video of him talking about his diagnosis on the 98.1 K-Hawk app. 8.1 K-Hawk, that's Dasha with Austin. It's Brandon Cortland, and we're a day away from choosing our very first winner for October Listener Lunch.
We're only a day away.
And it's almost October, our favorite month of the year. You and I are in agreement on that. And we are going to be eating some darn fine Mexican food at Mas Margaritas.
Oh, I am so excited.
Yes.
You and I have both been there recently just in our own personal lives. And somehow we got lucky enough where they said, hey, we want to do listener lunch with you guys. And we didn't have to think twice about it. We just accepted that offer immediately.
Let's go, and you can go with us.
Give me all the queso, baby.
Chips, salsa, queso, lunch. Yeah.
Fajitas.
Oh. We were both talking off the air yesterday, by the way, how difficult it's going to be to go there and order lunch and maybe not have a margarita. So, once again, we cannot pay for alcohol at listener lunch, but that's not to say you can't order it on your own.
Yeah, as long as you have a boss who's cool with that.
Yeah.
Maybe invite your boss to the lunch.
That's
if you
smart.
guys want to buy your own round of margs, that's totally up to you.
Okay.
Do whatever you want.
If you want to be our first winner in October, you've still got some time to get entered. We'll choose our first winner in October tomorrow morning on the show. Get entered for listener lunch on the 98.1 K-Hawk app.
Life is full of difficult choices. Here's another one. It's This or That Thursday with Brain and Cortland on 98.1 K-Hawk.
Okay, so this morning's topic on a This or That Thursday may sound weird, but honestly, it's something that Cortland and I have discussed often because we are on opposite sides of a This or That Thursday topic. We're talking about hygiene and when you bathe, whether you're a shower or a bath person.
Ugh.
That's not what we're talking about,
My
by
mom's
the way.
a bath person. She takes
Yeah.
a bath every single night.
Okay.
So weird to me.
So there you go. She is a night bather.
You'd never be really clean. You know what I mean?
Night bather. We know how to bathe it.
Okay, so obviously I am a shower person.
Yes.
I do not like baths.
Amen to that.
I can't think of anything I'd rather do less than sit in tepid water of my filth.
I love the word tepid so much.
I don't think I can take credit for that. I'm pretty sure it's from Seinfeld or something.
Oh,
but
my God.
I'm a night shower person. Number one, because it saves me time in the morning.
Okay.
I don't have to get up as early to get ready. Number two, because I go to the gym at night and I don't want to lay down in my bed with dried sweat on my body.
All sweaty and gross from the gym. I can understand that. So I've always been a morning shower guy, and I'm a night sweater. I just always have been. I'm sorry.
Your lucky wife.
Oh, isn't she? What a peach I am. So I like to get up and shower in the morning. I feel clean and fresh. It also is part of my routine for waking up in the morning. I love a good morning shower, lathering up with the soap and getting all clean and smelling alive and ready for the day.
Okay.
No,
It's
just
a little
me?
too much enthusiasm in the morning for me.
Sorry. Well, yeah, listen. It's just my first morning jolt to get me going and out the door. Now, we can understand also based upon your work schedule.
Yeah.
Maybe our schedule, obviously it works better for you to take care of things at night and get up in the morning ready to go.
Yeah, there are some comments rolling in. So as of right now, it looks like showering in the morning is winning slightly.
Yeah, it's pretty close so far.
But there is a comment from Carrie who said, I prefer the morning because I don't like going to bed with wet hair. That's a good point.
Very true.
I've gotten over that part.
Not an issue in my house for me.
No, it's not.
Oh.
Do you shave your head, though, in the morning or at night?
I never shave it in the morning. If I need a fresh shave, I will do that at night before I go to bed. God, that's weird too, isn't it? I don't know. We all have our little
I
things
prefer
that we
to
do.
shave my head in the afternoon.
That's more than we needed. But thank you. This or That Thursday. Shower in the morning, shower at night. We just care that you do, babe.
Yes, please, babe. We don't care when you do it. We just want you to go vote.
Vote on the K-Hawk Facebook page. Results later on in the show. And a random winner gets a free bar of soap on a This or That Thursday. It's Braden and Cortland at K-Hawk. No, they don't. New Country 98.1 K-Hawk with Jelly Roll, and I am not okay. Good morning. It's Braden and Cortland, and we are up to the point where we're giving away more tickets to see Haley Witters. Haley back at the Dance More Ballroom in Swisher on Friday night, November 22nd, and we want to put you there too.
Yes, we do. We want you to dance more at Dance More Ballroom.
Please. Please. Or if you're like me, dance less. But that's okay.
I don't know. You've got some great moves.
Oh.
Your inflatable tube man dance is top notch.
Thank you so much. Hard to tell how many beverages it takes for that dance move to see the floor.
Not many, actually.
All right.
I think it's about 2.
Move on here. We're playing a game this week called Drinkin' Buddies, as Haley Witters has opened up for some awesome country stars. She's really ramped that up over the last couple of years.
Also, if you haven't listened to Drinking Buddies, it's a fantastic song.
Great song with Lee Brice and Nate Smith. So we're giving away clues this week about who Haley is open for, even including song titles.
Yeah, I think today's is going to be maybe the easiest of the week.
I don't know.
Are you ready?
We'll find out. Here's your clue this morning.
All right. This popular country group has a huge girl crush on Haley Witters, and they were very happy people when they collaborated on a song with her.
What?
I wonder who it is. This popular country group has a huge girl crush on Haley Witters, and they were very happy people when they collaborated on a song with her.
Name that artist. It's a group. We already told you. It's in the clue. Gosh, who could it be? Caller 10 gets to say it first. 365-3698 or hit the call us button using your 98.1 K-Hawk app. Good luck for tickets to see Haley Witters back at Dance More Ballroom in Swisher with 98.1 K-Hawk. Braden and Cortland giving away more Haley Witters tickets.
K-Hawk, good morning. You are caller number 10. Who's this and where are you calling from?
Lisa from Cedar Rapids.
All right, this popular country group has a huge girl crush on Haley Witters, and they were very happy people when they collaborated on a song with her.
Who is it?
Little Big Town?
Yes.
Little Big Town is right.
Filling my cup.
Okay. Hey, congratulations. You'll see Haley at Dance More Ballroom in Swisher this November.
Thank you.
Wow, it's like all the members of Little Big Town were here.
I'm still mad that song was never a radio hit.
Yeah, I know. It was a good song.
So good.
We'll do it one more time tomorrow morning at 7:10 for Haley Witters tickets to see her at Dance More. Remember, tickets go on sale tomorrow. Cedar Rapids, number 1 for New Country, 98.1 K-Hawk, Dirks Bentley. It's Braden and Cortland on a Thursday morning. Some exciting news for fans of Hawkeye Downs, both the Speedway, where local stock car racing still happens weekly, and also for people like you who attend events out there at the Expo Center.
Yeah, I love when they've got like vendor markets out there. We were just at the vintage market recently.
So a $33.8 million expansion plan and renovation plan for the Hawkeye Downs area has been approved. It's been given the green light.
That's a lot of money.
It is a lot of money, but they're going to do a lot of things out there at Hawkeye Downs off of 6th Street Southwest in Cedar Rapids. So here is what is going to be happening. The plans include moving the racetrack pits from the back of the Speedway to the front. They will also build a new, bigger 45,000 square foot exhibition center with suites that will overlook the racetrack. There will also be a smaller racetrack that will be used for go-kart racing and smaller cars. Plus, they plan on building an 88-room hotel on the premises, and also a restaurant will be there as well.
Wow.
So, yeah, this is a lot.
It is a lot.
When will it happen? Well, it'll be done in 3 phases. The first phase will start construction in the spring of next year, the spring of 2025. and that should be done by the fall of 2026. They say the entire project, hopefully, barring any delays, will be complete by the end of 2027.
That doesn't seem like it's all that far away.
So, a good 3 years.
They got a lot of work to do, though.
And you're going to have a completely renovated and updated Hawkeye Downs area. So I think this is great. Personally, I think it's going to attract potentially a lot more people out there. I mean, we've been to events at the convention center. It needs an upgrade. It needs modernized. And I think that alone will attract more opportunities and events just to the expo center itself, much less if they make the racetrack a little bit nicer of an area to be around. So cool. Good news for racing fans and everybody who enjoys events out at Hawkeye Downs.
Yeah, and I'm sure that this will bring in even more bigger events to the area once it's built.
And that's what they're hoping.
Yeah.
It'll be increased visibility for Hawkeye Downs and more events. So if you want to read more about what's coming, what the plans are, the timing of it all, it's all up on the 98.1 K-Hawk app. Rapids number 1 for New Country, 98.1 K-Hawk Chevrolet from Dustin Lynch and Jelly Roll. It's Braden Cortland. Doesn't matter what you're driving because apparently the cars are at a standstill this morning on Highway 30. This is just to the east of the C Street exit. Traffic at a standstill. Not sure if it's an accident or what kind of delay it is, but the DOT is saying the traffic is at a standstill. And the traffic cameras have confirmed that. We had a caller call us and say, hey, we're not moving. So hopefully that gets cleared up soon.
Go around.
In the meantime, if you would like to win some passes to the Circle of Ash Haunted Attraction up at the Lynn County Fairgrounds in Central City, we're doing a fun new way to do it this year. It involves things you have been told not to do during the Halloween season, which is smash pumpkins.
So basically, you can get entered over on the K-Hawk app, and then we're going to put all of these entries on ping pong balls. We're going to put the ping pong balls inside of pumpkins, and then we're going to drop the pumpkins at the Alliant Energy Powerhouse from a very tall height, and people are going to win some tickets to go to Circle of Ash.
So, that'll be fun.
It will be fun.
Also, we're going to smash
No
pumpkins.
one's ever let me smash a pumpkin before.
I know. I can't believe they said yes to this, but we've got the clearance. We're going through with it. If you want to have some fun and do it with us, just get entered on the K-Hawk app, and once again, you can win some tickets to Circle of Ash Haunted Attraction. So, can't wait. You've been up there. You got a sneak peek here.
Yes, I did.
They are getting ready to go. It's almost that time of year.
It's going to be really cool this year, especially with this new little addition that they added on to the haunted house portion.
Okay. Get registered now to smash some pumpkins with K-Hawk on the 98.1 K-Hawk app.
Good, bad, or otherwise. Here's Brain and Cortland with Country Quickies on 98.1 K-Hawk.
Well, the biggest story in country music, of course, the People's Choice Country Music Awards coming up tonight on NBC and Peacock. Yes, I know, another country music award show. Interesting host tonight, though. Perhaps you've heard of her, Shania Twain.
Yeah, I think she's going to do a good job. So you want to run down some of the performers here? We know that Kane Brown is performing,
yes.
Keith Urban, Kelsey Ballerini, Lady A, Miranda Lambert, Parker McCollum, Brad Paisley, MGK, and the War and Treaty. And then we know that Kane Brown is going to be receiving the Country Champion Award at this year's award ceremony, so he's one of the people who's going to be recognized.
And once again, the People's Choice Country Awards, a fan-voted award show.
Yep.
So
there's no panel of judges here.
No, nothing like
it's
that.
just votes that have been coming in online. So we've got categories like the People's Artist, the Female Artist, the Male Artist. It looks like there's 8 nominees in each category, by the way.
Okay.
So giving people a lot of options here.
Yeah. So, it won't look like any other country award show. It'll look a little bit different tonight, but I think that's a good thing.
Yeah.
So
2 hours long, by the way.
Okay.
Which is still long, but I'm assuming that it's not really going to be focused on the awards portion and more on the extra
performances.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Miranda Lambert getting the Country Icon Award, by the way. So she's also going to be honored tonight.
Very cool. Once again, the People's Choice Country Awards will air tonight, NBC, and you can also stream it on Peacock. 7 p.m. Iowa time. Once again, 2 hours of country music gold tonight.
Will you be watching?
What's the Thursday night football game tonight?
I don't know. You're asking the wrong person.
I think it's Cowboys-Giants tonight. Yeah, I'll probably watch this. I'll tune in. I'll see what it's all about. Is NBC one of the channels you get?
Yeah, no, it's not.
Yeah, okay.
But I do have a friend's Peacock account,
there
so I think
you
I
go.
can watch it there.
You can stream it, baby. Those are your quickies this morning. It's Braden and Cortland on 98.1 K-Hawk. Rapids number one for New Country, 98.1 K-Hawk. Miles on it from Kane Brown. It's Braden Cortland. Yes, more great streaming news. And by great, we mean expensive. We're talking about Disney Plus. If you've been sharing Disney Plus or using someone else's, that's probably going to end this week. Although we've heard this threat before from other streaming services, right?
Yeah, apparently they're going to crack down on sharing.
That's right.
As of right now, I feel like I've heard of a lot of these companies saying they're going to crack down on sharing. And the only one that I've actually been kicked out of was Netflix.
Yes, same boat as you. I was kicked out of Netflix.
I'm interested to see if the threat is actually legit.
So, Disney Plus apparently is going to be cracking down this week, they say. But they will allow you to do something similar to what Netflix allows, is to add an extra member. If you want to add an extra member for Disney Plus Basic, that's $6.99 a month, $9.99 for Premium, and you can only add one additional member to your plan.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, they're raising subscription prices in October.
Oh, wow. That's
what a
shocking.
Coincidence. Yes.
Well, now they also have like these bundle deals, right? Where you can get multiple streaming services for one low price. That's not actually low.
Well, no, this one, check this one out. This one's pretty darn good if you haven't bundled yet. And this is the one I'm looking at because right now you and I share Disney Plus, but you don't really watch it, you said.
No, you gave it to me to watch something or other. And I think I watched it, and then I haven't used it since.
But I also, reportedly, rumor has it, still use your Hulu account.
What?
I know. Weren't they supposed to kick me off?
You know what's so funny, though, is when I open up Hulu, it's like me, and then it's Brain, and then it's every other member of your family.
Can't say we're not using it, Cortland.
I'm glad I'm getting my money's worth.
Yeah. Right now, you can get a bundle that includes Disney Plus, Hulu, and also HBO's Max streaming service. You can get an ad version for $16.99 a month, but why would you do that?
Why would you get ads?
And so the no ads version is $29.99 a month. So I know that would save me money over what I'm spending on Max alone and Disney Plus alone, especially since since Disney's going up in prices next month. So
I'm tired of it. I'm tired of every few months one streaming service or another saying, hey, we're going to raise our prices. Or, hey, we're going to stop letting you share with people. It's like now you're really limiting which streaming services I'm willing to pay for. And I think at some point, the streaming industry is going to go the same way as cable, right?
But what's going to replace it? I guess I don't know.
I don't know. I miss when Netflix was the only one and it had everything on it. And they didn't care about password sharing, and you could steal somebody else's for 3 years and they would never notice.
Borrow, I think, is a word we're supposed to use, not steal.
Sometimes it was borrow. Sometimes it was an ex who left their password logged in on your account, and you just kept using it without their knowledge.
Seems oddly specific to mention that right now. And listen, the reason that a lot of these companies are going to this route is because of Netflix. Because guess what? Netflix cracked down on password sharing, and what happened? Their new subscriptions went through the roof, which means revenue goes up, which means other companies are going to do the exact same thing.
Okay, so if you could only have like 3 streaming services, which ones are like your essentials?
Listen, I got to have Netflix. I'm sorry. I'm a Netflix guy. There's too many shows and movies on there that I enjoy. And I would have to keep Disney, definitely, because the kids, the girls especially, love watching movies and programs on Disney Plus. I'm hopeful Star Wars will once again make quality programming. I'm holding out hope.
Well, keep holding out that hope.
So what about you? What are your non-negotiables? What are the ones you have to have?
I have to have Hulu.
Okay.
There's too many of my shows on there. I just recently got Netflix and started paying for it after like 2 years of boycotting them for kicking me out of my best friend's account.
So you're back.
So I'm back. And then I would say Peacock is the other one that I watch the most because Peacock has The Office and Parks and Rec and Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
And that one's still a pretty reasonable price.
Well, I don't pay for that one. So.
Okay. Oh, wow. Didn't mean to bring that up. So.
Shh, don't tell anyone.
Okay. Let us know. Let us know which ones streaming services you can't live without. You can message us on the app. Also, tell us if you bundle or not and if that's saving you money.
Are you a bundler?
And also, if you have any ideas on what will replace streaming, let us know. We'll copyright it and get it on the ground level. Braden Cortland at K-Hawk.
Don't say we didn't warn you. This is going to be tough. Choose wisely on This or That Thursday from 98.1 K-Hawk.
Well, we're talking hygiene this morning. We were talking about whether or not you are a shower in the morning person or a shower the night before person.
As long as you're showering, there's really no wrong answers here.
Really can't argue with that, no.
But I think you and I are on completely opposite sides of this because as similar as we are, we're pretty different people. I don't think I can motivate myself to get up early enough in the morning to take a shower before work. I don't know that I would even shower because I'd probably hit the snooze like 3 times and then be like, oh crap, I'm going to be late for work.
I think you have to get into a routine. It's a routine. You know, you do it over and over again before you just don't even think about it. It's just part of my morning.
I like showering at night though because I feel like I get into bed clean after I go to the gym.
And that's your routine. And everybody has a different one. Although this morning, and I guess it's not super surprising that showering in the morning, about 2-1 over showering at night, but there were plenty of people.
For a while.
Yeah.
But then the morning shower people pulled through. I love this comment from Carissa who said, as a mom of 5, I'm just happy if I get a shower.
Yeah. And other people just said, you know, my morning shower is equal to others' morning cup of coffee.
Okay.
So there you have it.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Thank you for bathing Eastern Iowa and telling us when you shower.
And if you take a bath, gross. I want to know who takes a bath in the morning. Can you think of like a weirder thing to do than have a morning bath?
Okay, I know I don't have much time before work. So I'm going to draw a nice lukewarm bath.
No, I get it. A lot of people enjoy baths. My mom takes one every single day. Sometimes I'll call her and she'll be like, what? I'm in the bath. And I'm like, you don't have to answer the phone.
Yeah, listen, whether you use, bubbles or whether you use stuff like Epsom salts and things like
that. The bath bombs.
The bath bombs, very popular.
I just don't like it.
I get it. That's just not me. Can you see me trying to cram this 6'3"
You need a real big bathtub. Wasn't there a president where they had to make him a custom bathtub? Was it Taft?
I don't know.
I think it was Taft.
I'm not even a little insulted that you said I need a huge bathtub because you're
tall.
Absolutely right.
What, are you going to bathe half of your body at one time?
I'd have to put
your legs would have to be up on the wall. Or you'd have to turn so your legs were over the edge.
Brain, how much water you use for a bath? 2.5 inches. I mean, can you imagine just getting in and all of a sudden, oh, it's full. So, anyway, hopefully that's not the mental image that haunts you for the rest of your Thursday. It's Brain and Cortland on the 98.1 K-Hawk, This or That Thursday. Cedar Rapids, number 1 for New Country, and your all-time favorites.
Marie.
Better her do it than I do it.
Yeah, I love you.
From 1996, number 1 hit from Brooks and Dunn, My Maria. Did you know that was a cover song, Cortland?
No, I didn't.
Yes, originally released by B.W. Stevenson in 1973. That song also went to number 1 on the adult contemporary charts.
Did you know all this off the top of your head, or did you look it up?
I knew it was a cover, but I didn't. I had to look up what year it was. So.
You could have said you knew it, and we all would have believed you.
You wouldn't. You would have doubted me. You would have called me out. It's Braden Cortland with another $30,000 K-Hawk cash cow code to give you right now, no matter what year you remember that song being from. Now is the time to enter this code on your K-Hawk app. The code this hour is 127.
127.
127.
Why are we singing that?
I think we need to sing every code from now on.
127.
127.
127.
And we'll change pitch every time we do it to confuse you. Just enter the code on the K-Hawk app right now.
So many people just turned off their radio.
For a chance to win $30,000.
They're like, no. What is this?
Fortunately, we'll be gone next hour. We won't sing the code, but Jess will have the next code coming up at 10:20. She doesn't sing them, does she?
I don't think so.
She really should.
Okay.
It's Braden Cortland at K-Hawk. 98.1 K-Hawk, number 1 for New Country from Old Dominion. That's coming home. Braden Cortland, we're done. We're in the home stretch. We're beyond the home stretch. Actually, if we were in the home stretch, we wouldn't be done. But we are.
We're in the home stretch of the week.
We really are. Tomorrow's Friday, everybody.
Oh.
What?
What, do you have some really exciting plans this weekend or something?
I don't. We have a volleyball tournament up at Marion High School on Saturday to watch Kaylee play. But other than that, not a whole lot going on. What about you?
I'm supposed to go to Adventureland on Saturday to go check out all the Halloween festivities.
Yeah, that's right.
But other than that, it's pretty dull.
Okay, now that we've bored you, we'll leave you with a dad joke on a Thursday.
Gosh, there's so many good ones.
You've been telling me that once again, fall dad jokes.
All dad jokes. Okay, Brain. What is the cutest season?
The cutest season? I don't know.
Autumn.
Oh, God.
Aw.
That's bad. That was really bad.
I thought that one was really good.
If I could have a little more gourd humor, that'd be great.
Autumn. All right, I'll save a gourd one for tomorrow.
Okay. Back tomorrow morning on a Friday, bright and early at 5 a.m. Until then, have a great day. So long.